what your budget will do to me.
Ain't no justice in this town.
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 When homeless New Yorkers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When homeless New Yorkers are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
This past weekend, two of our people were gunned down. Two homeless New Yorkers, vulnerable people were slaughtered, summarily executed, following Mayor Adams Governor Hochul convening together in our subways and refuge for homeless New Yorkers and pushed them out. They empowered the NYPD to move our people from refuge.
Do you think people want to stay sleeping on the streets? Do you think people want to be homeless? No. When it's hot outside, when it's cold outside, how about when it's wet outside?
The media has gotten the narrative wrong. We are not service resistant.
Talk about it.
We are resistant to public policies that have failed us and dehumanized us.
Talk about it.
You know how dehumanizing it is to go on the street?
I got evicted from my apartment of 34 years when I lost my rent stability, and my rent went from $500 a month to $1,319.94 a month, which I could never pay. It's not safe in those shelters. When they set fire one day in my shelter, I was like, where? They said, you mean who? Someone set Miss Jerry on fire. A month in a homeless shelter for each of us. $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Is that wasting our taxpayers' money? For families, sometimes up to $7,000 a month.
We all can be a paycheck away and be in the streets. We don't need to go from the streets to Rikers. We need supports for those communities, to safe havens, to beds, to housing, and space where people can live decently. We all deserve that.
What happens in the shelters is that you have to arrive by a certain time. You can only bring 2 small bags with you of all of your belongings. So everything that you own, you can't take it with you. They wake you up early in the morning.
6 a.m.
And you have to leave. You have to be back by a certain time. If you're not back by that certain time, you're out of luck. You lose your bed and you're back in the street.
The 92,000 people who are homeless are us. This is the face. 87% of black and brown people being homeless. So when elected officials and policies fail us, they're continuing to uphold racist ideals and ideologies. From the slave boats to now, we don't have a place to call home.